Good morning, students. We were studying Somebody's Mother. We are solving the English workshop. Pick out the lines that help create images of the following in your mind and write them in the table. Serial number 1 from first stanza, Old Woman. From which line you will get the image of woman, old woman in your mind. So which line it is there? First two lines are there. The woman was old and ragged and grey and bent with the chill of a winter's day. Then next, the image of street. From first stanza, which line shows the image of street? The streets were white with a recent snow. And the image of schoolboy from first stanza, down the street with laughter and shout. Now come to the second stanza, the image of old woman. At the crowded crossing, she waited long, jostled aside by the careless throng. Then the image of the street. At the crowded crossing, she waited long. Then from the schoolboy, came happy boys like a flock of sheep. Then now third stanza. Her aged hand on his strong young arm she placed, and so without hurt or harm he guided the trembling feet along. Then the street, image of street. Came happy boys like a flock of sheep, hailing the snow piled high and deep. Then the image of the schoolboy. Past the woman so old and grey, hastened the children on their way. So these are the lines which create images of old man, old woman, the street and the schoolboy. Now come to the next question. Write at least 5 rhymes from the poem. So this is very simple question. You can write the rhyming words from the poem. Now come to the third question. Give you in your own words 2 reasons for each of the following. 2 reasons for each of the following. First is there. The woman was reluctant to cross the street by herself. Why she was not able to cross the road? Because the road was slippery because of the snow. First thing, the road was slippery. And there was heavy traffic of horse carriage on the road. And the another important reason is that she is old, so she can't cross herself. Then next, the school boys were in a happy mood. Why they were in a happy mood? Because school was over for the day. First reason. Then the snow was piled high on the road. So the boys enjoyed it. So they are happy. Next, one of the school boys helped the old woman cross the street. Why? Because she was old and afraid to cross on her own. Then he hoped someone may lend a hand to his own mother when she was not around. First reason what? She was old and she was not able to cross. And another, in future, if his mother will need help, someone will help his mother. Next, we must help those who are in need. Why we should help anyone? We too may need help one day. Why we have to help? Because we may also get trouble. So we will also need help. So we should help those who are in need. Then we must show compassion to those in need. We must feel pity. We must feel something for the needy people. Next, think and write 5-6 lines why most of the people on the road or street ignore those in need of help. what about you? Write about your feelings after you have helped or not helped when needed. Why? People, especially in a large cities and towns, are always in a hurry to reach their place of work or to their home. Then they don't have time to spare to help strangers. And some people may be purely selfish and don't have compassion. But what about you? If you want to help anyone, what are your feelings that you have to write? This you will write on your own. Then now we shall study the poetic devices from the poem. Now figure of speech. Figures of speech. Figures of speech. First is simile. Which line is the example of simile? Came happy boys like a flock of sheep. Why it is simile? Because like is used, so it is example of simile. So underline this line. Came happy boys like a flock of sheep. Then alliteration. Another example I shall discuss. Alliteration. When this figure of speech is there, when one line or one word is repeated, should trample her down in the slippery street. This is the example of alliteration and repetition of the sound S at the beginning of the words. So this is the example of alliteration. Should trample her down in the slippery street. Next, another example of alliteration. His young heart happy and well content. Here repetition of the sound her, happy hearted. Next, the example of inversion. Then figure of speech is inversion. What is that inversion? Then back again to his friends he went. So what is the right? Inversion means the opposite construction of the sentence. So the correct order is he went back again to his friends. So this is the correct order of the sentence. So these three figures of speech. Then you will complete this homework as a homework. Then you will complete English workshop. One, 1, 3 and 4. English workshop 1, 3 and 4, and write example of this figure of speech. Write examples. Examples of the following figures of speech. Figures of speech. So these are the questions for your homework. Then we shall study the next lesson in the next period.